What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 27 on my journey to 1200 ELO. If you guys enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into today's game. Alright, so we already got some music on, and here we go. Vacant. Let's play another game. I'll play a London. So I can play like a Joe Baba style London, or I can just play traditional. And I'm thinking about, since he brought his bishop out, playing a move like this, like c4. Now this, however, invites his bishop to come here. So I think before I do anything like that, maybe I play this. So we trade. So we'll take back that way and we'll castle next move. Alright, so more than likely he's threatening to put his knight there, but I'm not worried about that. I can drop my bishop back if I need to. Also, this move comes to mind. I want to get my knight, this last knight needs to develop as well to d2. I could bring my queen over and pin this. It might not be a terrible move either. So if I pin the knight, it's only pinned for one move. They're more than likely going to castle. I take this. So I take this. They move over to here, attacking down this file. I think that before I go crazy, I should just finish developing. So it looks like he wants to maybe attack my my bishop on the next move, or he's just trying not to let the pin happen. Not 100% sure, but play like, could get my rook onto the semi-open file. That's usually not a bad idea. The knight does like to come here, so maybe we do just play that. I could bring this knight over, however, it does take one of my squares away for the knight. If he takes, I can take. I could also play this first and then take. Okay, so he opts for moving his knight, which is fine. He wants to come into here, maybe? Come over to here? Not 100% sure. I could just leave my knight here and let that happen. If he wants to come into here, I don't have the best option for that, however. I think that getting the rook to the open file is a decent, semi-open file, excuse me. It's not a bad idea. We could even have ideas of this, maybe, depending on where my opponent wants to move his pieces. So I'll be taken back with the pawn for sure. But so if he takes, I take back with the pawn. Could take back with the bishop. I kind of want to take back with the pawn to get this knight out of here. Does a check like this do anything? Potentially makes him move his knight back. Let's see. Does a move like this do anything? No, because my bishop hangs. So let's see. Could bring this knight over to reinforce. However, if this knight comes in, that's kind of annoying. I could kick it out pretty quickly, I guess. So maybe it's not so bad. Could kick it out and he moves here, however. So maybe we just... I don't want to weaken that square, really. I'm going to play maybe... Oh, gosh. I'm going to bring my queen over. I don't like any of what I'm talking about right now. I'll just move this rook over and maybe we can push a pawn. I don't know what to do. I'm wasting a lot of time though, so this is how I lose games. So if he takes, I can take back with the pawn. If he moves over to here, it's kind of annoying, right? Could back up here, but it's not ideal. His knight is kind of in a weird place. Alright, so he's kind of building pressure here. I don't really know. I don't see the point necessarily. Oh, I think he wants to bring his knight into here, and if I take and he takes, I have to move. So I could stop that and play like this. Or I could just not care that I have to move my queen, which might be a fine option as well. And I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. So with that in mind, I could start pushing pawns over on this side of the board maybe. This is a weak pawn now, for sure. I guess I kind of made a little error because he can double up. I'm going to take with the bishop and threaten to take this. This pawn is pretty weak. We're also threatening the queen, right? So the queen has to move. could castle queenside. Not right at the moment, though. He needs to move the queen. So this feels pretty good for us so far. Kind of got some light squared weaknesses over here, but we could I'm wondering if a move like this does anything. I'm also wondering what happens if I push this pawn. This is still defended by my rook. I'm gonna do it. If he takes, I can take. If he wants to take, I'll take with the queen. Otherwise, I'll be pushing. I think he probably has to take. Back up. Well, actually, if he brings his rook there, I can just take it. Alright. That's a move. Let's see. I could bring this rook over. I could maybe reroute my queen. Queen is going to get tempoed on next move. So maybe we do this. No, I can't do that. I am going to bring this rook over and maybe drop this queen back this way. Could also come forward. I kind of want to just keep eyes on this pawn until I get it defended. So they're probably going to bring a rook over. I'm thinking about this, and then I might have... I don't know if I do. Could also do it like that, but then the queen is going to take, so I think I need to do this, maybe to come over to here. I need to get this pawn defended. We're equal material. I'm super down on time, so I need to play a little faster. So I imagine a rook is going to come to a c8. That's what I would imagine. I guess he has moves kind of like this that are kind of annoying. Don't think I'd want him to take my bishop, so probably need to back down. Then I have two pawns that need to be defended. Yeah, so tough position. My opponent's probably doing a good job right now because he's thinking, so he's probably doing some calculations. So whatever he plays, I need to keep in mind that he's probably calculated it. And yeah. Again, I think it's going to be really silly if he spends all this time calculating and he just moves a rook to c8. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's got a plan. Also, looking at it now, I guess there is a block, but that doesn't make any sense to do. So my opponent has wasted a little bit of time on this move. Maybe not wasted, but he's used up some time on this move. I really wish I could teleport my bishop to here to take advantage of this. I was, however, also thinking about just doing a queen trade. But I'm not so sure what my opponent is actually calculating. They've spent quite a little bit of time. Hopefully they haven't found a checkmate and I have nothing. I don't think that that's possible in this position. I am gonna offer a queen trade. I think he'll accept. So he doesn't want to take. That's fine. Probably so he could move like a rook over to here, but I still win this. So he did get a pawn. It seemed like it was a little greedy, especially because I was thinking about moving my queen here in the first place just to play this move. So like in this position, when he played that, I was like, oh, I can maybe just go here to go here, and then I can play this, which is what I wanted to do. So I don't know, maybe he could take here. I recapture. He comes over here threatening my queen. I guess he could also do this. I take the queen, he takes my queen, and then I can take a rook, so that doesn't work. He could play this. Same scenario, I take the queen, he takes my queen, and I take the rook. If he plays over something like this, that might be a decent move. I take the queen, he takes the queen, well, and I take the rook, so maybe not. It looks like this is a pretty stunning move. I don't see anything that's super eye-catching for him to do. The knight move seemed the trickiest, but I come out still up a rook. Or, well, I win in exchange. So that's probably his best move, is something like this. I take the queen, he takes my queen, I take the rook, and he captures back. It's probably the best bet. He takes a pawn. So, let me get that straight. He took a pawn. My boy took a pawn. Alright. We are going to take a pawn. We are going to get this down the back rank. Yep. Win tempo on the queen. Let's see. I have a move like. Can't play that, but hold on. I think getting my pieces to defend each other is a smart idea. He has a move like this. I think taking the knight is not a bad idea. If he takes back with the queen, then we recapture. Probably doesn't give me all the chances that I need, however. We'll do it. I have this outside passed pawn, so... Ooh. This is tough now. My opponent is keeping some winning chances alive. I think I should play this move. He plays that, I have this. Okay, I was about to say. Tough game, guys. Tough game. I won. That was nice, but we got to do better than that. We got to do better. 81% accuracy. It's not too bad. I had 2 blunders, though. So, played to London. I actually just played this opponent last game, and I resigned in, like, just a move or two because I hung a piece. I don't know. I've been having that blind spot in my chess game lately, and, this game went pretty well. I still feel like I could play better. I feel like I missed some opportunities. But I felt like I was comfortable in a lot of this. So that wasn't the best move. I didn't know what to do here. This was one of the spots where I was like, I don't know what to do. But my queen did feel like it should come here and get this checked. I felt like he was going to do this maybe. I guess I can take with my knight if I want to. Oh, actually, if that happens, it gets complicated because my bishop is over here hanging, so weird. Yeah, so I played this, which is an inaccuracy. I should have brought my queen over to here for some reason. I guess I don't see it. Um, Maybe it was something like this, sacking and getting tempo that way. Regardless, he takes my bishop, I take, and I thought that was a decent move. It attacks the queen. This is a good move because it puts pressure here. And I think I immediately play a bad move, yeah. So taking the knight would have been great. He takes here. I can get back in if I want to. I can also go for a trade immediately. Instead, he does this. I do get the pawn. So that was something else I was looking at was when his queen was here, you know, if this move didn't exist unless I backed it up again. And honestly, I should have played either a3 or something else I shouldn't have played the move that I played. I was like, oh, this is a backwards pawn. I should deal with it. But it ended up being a weakness for me in the long run. So this was an alright move. Not the best idea. The best idea is still, it wants me to just take. I liked what we did here. They take a pawn. I get this skewer. I take the rook. I take a pawn. They push. I then attack a rook. I take. They give check. I give another check. They push. This was where I went a little sour. So bringing the queen up here, threatening this would have been just threatening things, right? This is a fork actually, so this is a great move. I immediately was like, oh, let's attack the queen, and it's not really the best way to think. This was a good move, however. I take the pawn. That was a blunder. So I'm up material and everything, and I'm defending back rank mate. This is good. I can do things like this if I want to. We're good here. I didn't have to do that craziness. So there's a checkmate here, and I'm not seeing it. But yeah, straight up blunders right there at the end of the game. And yeah, this was what it was. You know, I'm hanging a pawn here, right? If he takes, though, my idea was this, and then I can take this pawn. I guess unless he moves there. If he moves there, I can push forward and then take one of, this pawn. This pawn would be a passed pawn, and it would be kind of a pain in my ass if I let him push it. So this would have worked equally as well, but I'm not attacking this pawn. So I don't know. I didn't really have much there at the end of the game, but we played like a 1300. They played like an 1100. Our opening was great, basically perfect, it says, and then our middle game was all right, pretty good, still an exclamation mark, but our end game was trash. So we got to work on some things. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time.